Dearly beloved. Come on, good teachers. Take off. Down, kids.
Disney has given us magical moments and childhood memories, but it always made me wonder what if these animators were actually caught for the sneaky stuff they slipped past the censors. So, in this video, we're breaking down every hidden adult joke and controversial moment that made it into Disney classics from 1937 all the way to 1999. Some are confirmed, some are rumors, and some will blow your mind. Starting with the most shocking recall in Disney history, The Rescuers from 1977. This one isn't a rumor, folks. This actually happened. When The Rescuers hit theaters in 1977, nobody noticed anything wrong. The movie was a massive hit. Kids loved it. Parents thought it was wholesome entertainment. But fast forward to January 1999, and Disney made an announcement that shocked everyone. They were recalling 3.4 million VHS copies of the film. It was the first time in Disney's history they ever recalled a home video for objectionable content. Why would they do something so drastic? Because hidden in the background of one scene, there were two non-consecutive frames showing a topless woman in a window. Yes, you heard that right. A photographic image of a topless woman in a Disney movie for kids. The image appears during the scene where Bernard and Bianca are flying through New York City on Orville the Albatross. For just 2 frames out of 110,000 total frames, you can see a nude woman in an apartment window. At 24 frames per second, it's impossible to catch during normal viewing. You would have to freeze frame at the exact right moments. Disney confirmed the image had been there since the original 1977 theatrical release. For over 20 years, nobody caught it. A Disney spokesperson admitted the images were inserted during post-production, but they refused to reveal who did it or why. Was it a disgruntled employee, an animator playing a prank? We'll never know. This recall was massive. 3.4 million copies pulled from store shelves. Disney offered free replacements to anyone who owned the original version. This one is 100% confirmed. Snopes verified it, and it remains the only time Disney has ever recalled a home video for objectionable content. Now let's jump to 1989 and The Little Mermaid, which has not one, but 2 major controversies. First up, the infamous VHS cover art scandal. If you owned The Little Mermaid on VHS, take a good look at the cover. See those golden castle towers in the background? Well, one of them looks more anatomical than architectural. The tower appears to resemble male anatomy, and when people noticed, the rumor mill went crazy. The story that spread was that a disgruntled artist who was about to be fired deliberately drew the tower that way as revenge against Disney. But here's the truth, it's completely false. The artist came forward and explained it was entirely accidental. He was working under an extremely tight deadline and didn't notice the unfortunate resemblance. There was no revenge plot, no deliberate sabotage, just an honest mistake that looked really, really bad. Snopes confirmed it's debunked. The resemblance is there, but it wasn't intentional. Disney did change the artwork for later releases, though. But The Little Mermaid wasn't done causing controversy. The second scandal involves the wedding scene near the end of the movie.
Dearly beloved. Dearly beloved. Dearly beloved.
In the scene where Prince Eric is about to marry Ursula in disguise, there's a priest performing the ceremony. If you freeze frame certain moments, it appears the priest has a visible bulge suggesting he's excited about the wedding. Parents were horrified. Religious groups were outraged. The story exploded. But here's the truth. It's his knee. The priest's knee is pressing against his robes in a way that creates an unfortunate optical illusion in certain frames. If you watch the scene in motion instead of freeze framing it, it's obviously just the way his robes are moving. Disney even clarified the animation in later releases. Snopes debunked this one too, but millions of people still believe it. Once you tell someone what they're supposed to see, they can't unsee it. Next up, Aladdin from 1992 and the infamous balcony scene. This rumor got so huge that some parents literally threw their VHS copies in the garbage. The scene happens when Aladdin, disguised as Prince Ali, flies up to Princess Jasmine's balcony on his magic carpet. When he steps onto the balcony, Jasmine's pet tiger Raja threatens him. Aladdin tries to calm the tiger down and shoo him away, and this is where the controversy erupts. Many people claimed they heard Aladdin whisper, "Good teenagers, take off your clothes." The rumor spread like wildfire in 1994 and 1995. A Christian magazine published an article about it. Parents were outraged. One mother told reporters she felt like she had entrusted her children to pedophiles. So what does Aladdin actually say? According to Disney, the script called for him to say, "Good kitty, take off and go," with the "take off" referring to the tiger leaving. When you listen carefully, that's what you can hear if you're not primed to hear something else. Snopes investigated and concluded it's debunked. It's misheard audio.
Come on, good kitty, just take off and go. Down, kitty.
The line is, "Good kitty, take off and go," which makes perfect sense in context. But once someone tells you what you're supposed to hear, you can't unhear it. Now let's talk about the most debated Disney controversy of all time, The Lion King from 1994 and the infamous sex cloud. Or is it SFX? People are still arguing about this one 30 years later. About halfway through The Lion King, there's a scene where Simba is lying under the stars with Timon and Pumbaa. He gets up, walks to the edge of a cliff, and flops down in frustration, sending up a cloud of dust into the night sky. If you look very closely at that dust cloud, it appears to form 3 letters that spell SEX. The rumor exploded in September 1995 when the American Life League went public with allegations. They claimed a woman's 4-year-old son spotted the word while watching. How exactly a 4-year-old could spell sex and understand what it means remains unexplained and suspicious. But the story went viral and made national news. So what's the truth? Disney animator Tom Sito eventually came forward and admitted that yes, there are intentional letters in the dust cloud, but he insists the letters spell SFX, not SEX. According to Sito, it was an inside joke from the special effects department, just a little Easter egg that the SFX team put in as their signature. But here's where Disney's actions speak louder. For the 2002 IMAX re-release and later DVD editions, Disney completely removed the letters from the scene. They edited the scene and replaced the letters with a generic swirling dust cloud that doesn't spell anything. If it was just an innocent SFX tribute, why go through all that trouble to remove it? People have analyzed those frames endlessly. Some insist it clearly says sex. Others say it's definitely an F and spells SFX. And then there's a third group who says you can only see letters if you already know what you're looking for. Snopes calls this one ambiguous, but explains the SFX interpretation. The current version on Disney Plus has the edited version with no letters at all, so this one falls into the ambiguous category. We know the letters were intentional based on Tom Sito's admission. We know Disney felt strongly enough to edit it out of later releases, but we'll probably never know for certain whether it originally said sex or SFX. So what's the pattern here? Disney animators have a long history of pushing boundaries and trying to slip things past censors. Back in the golden age of animation, animators would constantly try to evade the Hays Code censors. It became a game. How much could they get away with? Animators would hide little jokes and Easter eggs throughout the films. They knew that each image only appeared for 1/24th of a second, so most viewers would never notice. It was their little secret. But everything changed with VHS tapes. Suddenly, people could pause and rewind. They could scrutinize every single frame. The secrets weren't so secret anymore. The Rescuers incident in 1999 proved that even images hidden for over 20 years could be discovered and cause massive problems. After that scandal, Disney implemented much stricter quality control. Why do creative teams do this? Disney films are watched by children, but also by parents who sit through these movies dozens of times. Animators throw in jokes that go over kids' heads but give adults something to notice. Plus, these movies take years to make. After spending thousands of hours on the same scenes, you're going to want to have fun. And that's what's really hiding in Disney classics from 1937 to 1999. From The Rescuers, recall that actually happened, to The Little Mermaid's accidental tower and optical illusion priest, to Aladdin's misheard audio, to The Lion King's mysterious letters. Disney's squeaky clean image has always had some dirt in the corners. Whether you think these moments are harmless fun, honest mistakes, or something more deliberate, one thing is certain. People will never stop looking for them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which Disney controversy shocked you the most.